Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. Welcome to Sri Chaitanya. This is Umashankar, All India IT Coordinator. Welcome to Season 1 of JEE Max. That is Main Advanced Extreme Series. This is Season 1, Series 2. Through this series, we are concentrating the concepts, problems, shortcuts, assignments, and tests of ellipse. So far in ellipse, we have completed 7 lessons. This is 8th lesson. And among 8 lessons, from lesson number 5 to 8, we mainly concentrated or focused on what? Standard results. They are very, very useful for all competitive examinations, and they are useful as a formula and as a result itself as a bit. And again, my suggestion is, please don't forget to check the description, and there I will provide very good links and assignments along this video. And moreover, those who missed our previous lessons and all, I have given all the links in the description. Please collect those things and you will get sequence and entire concepts and classes of ellipse. Thereby you will get the continuity in entire ellipse chapter. Now coming to standard result, this is result number 13, because so far result number 14, so far we have completed 13 in lesson number 7. This is 14th result. Yeah, you read the statement properly. A tangent of slope m, let it be small m, you say, you take this as small m. A tangent of slope m to the ellipse meets the auxiliary circle at P and Q. So my friends, so here this is auxiliary circle and this is ellipse. So let it be R, you say, and this is the tangent to the ellipse, and it meets the auxiliary circle at P and Q, and that PQ makes an angle 90 degrees at the center of the ellipse. This is the beauty in the question. And moreover, whenever a line which intersects the curve and it makes an angle 90 degrees at center, where center is the origin, that is the title favorite question and the concept of JEE Advanced and all competitive examination. So this is the most useful one. So here what I am doing is, here I am finding equation of the tangent to the ellipse, but with help of that ellipse, with help of that tangent, I am homogeneating the auxiliary circle. I am homogeneating the auxiliary circle because the tangent intersects the curve auxiliary circle at P and Q. Why I am homogeneating? Because the lines, the angle CPQ is 90 degrees. So after homogenation, then coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square is equal to 0. That is the condition at which it makes an angle 90 degrees. You apply that, you will get the answer. Okay, see the hint here, very simple one. So I have taken equation of any tangent in a slope form, or you can apply what is called a cos theta plus b sin theta is equal to x by a cos theta plus y by b sin theta equal to 1 also. But it is easy, because for a homogenation point of view, this is very easy. So now I have written this equation like this. Now you know it very well. My auxiliary circle my auxiliary circle is what? X square plus y square is equal to a square. Because now what I am doing is, with whom I am homogeneating my auxiliary circle? With the tangent to the ellipse. I am homogeneating my auxiliary circle because this is the situation that was happened. So x square plus y square is equal to a square into 1 square. In the place of 1 square, I can write y minus mx by root of a square plus m square plus b square. Since angle PCQ is equal to 90 degrees, so what to do? Apply coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. Simplify this, you will get a relation between slope and eccentricity of the ellipse. A beautiful result. Result point of view, again, it is important. The important point is of how I am applying the homogenation or homogeneating concept. See, in the entire results, several times I have been applied this concept. That is important point. You have to remember, you have to focus. Because in examinations, especially in coordinate geometry, they are asking the questions of this kind only. Okay. Now, this is about result number 14. Now, coming to result number 15. Okay, this is about result number 15. What they are asking. If the polar of any 3 points to the ellipse are concrete. See, the polars of any 3 points to the ellipse are concrete. Then the points are collinear. Then what? The points are collinear. This is the statement. Straight away we can prove the statement very easily. And moreover, why I am giving this proof? Because it is the statement given in the coordinate geometry, but the solution part is nothing but the applications of the determinants. That's the beauty here in this particular question. In that aspect only, that kind of application oriented determinant problems are very very helpful for practicing in your regular preparation also. That gives very good knowledge for you. See, the polars of any 3 points, let the points be x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3 b. These are the 3 points. Let they be the 3 points, or simply you can write these are xi yi, where I equal to 1 2 3. That means x1 y1 x2 y2 x3. What is the equation of polar with respect to x1 y1? X1 by a square plus y1 by b square minus 1 equal to 0. This is one equation. Second is xx2 by a square plus y2 by b square minus 1 equal to 0. This is equation number 2. Third one is xx3 by a square plus y3 by b square minus 1 equal to 0. This is equation number 3. If three lines are congruent, then what to do? Determinant of the coefficient matrix is 0. That means determinant of x1 by a square, y1 by b square minus 1, x2 by a square, y2 by b square minus 1, x3 by a square, y3 by b square minus 1 equal to 0. Now your job is what? You have to apply the properties of determinants. For that, what I am doing? I am taking 1 by a square from column number 1 as common and 1 by b square from column number 2 as common and minus from column number 3 as common. Therefore, I will get this as minus 1 by a square b square into determinant. This is 0 already. So this is x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1 equal to 0. What that indicates? That indicates the determinant x1 y1 1, x2 y2 1, x3 y3 1 becomes 0. Implies the points are what? Collinear. This is straight away a very good application of determinant in coordinate geometry, and this kind of problems are very very useful even in vector algebra also, even in a three-dimension geometry also. Whenever you are practicing, or you please collect these models and practice well. So here I am giving the hint like this. In short, by instead of writing all the three equations, in short I am representing the equations like this. Please don't get any confusion. And since they are concurrent, I have taken that as determinant. And of course, after simplification of the determinant, you will get this as 0. Automatically the points becomes are what? Collinear. Okay, now coming to result number 16. This is result number 16. See, the condition that the tangents to the ellipse at the points where it is cut by the line Lx plus My equal to 1 may be perpendicular to each other. See, it is a relatively a lengthy problem. But if you have, here I am giving some trick for you. If you mastered that trick, then problem is nothing for you. What is there? What is given for you? The condition that tangents to the ellipse at 2 points where it is cut by the line. That means, suppose this is the ellipse given for you, and this is the line Lx plus My equal to 1. This line intersects the ellipse at 2 points P and Q. The tangents at these 2 points, see, and the tangents at these 2 points are perpendicular. So this is perpendicular. Clear? If these are perpendicular, then this is the condition. So indirectly, what I am doing is, here, if two lines are perpendicular, then what? Product of the slopes is -1. Okay, but My question is, these are the two pair of tangents. These are the two pair of tangents drawn from some point of intersection. If you know the equation of the pair of lines intersected by a line, if you know the equation of pair of tangents formed at the extremities of the point of intersection passing through a fixed line to the ellipse, then problem is in your hand. So for that, I am now giving a beautiful equation for you. You please practice. What is that? We know that the equation of the tangents to the ellipse at the point of intersection with the line Lx plus My minus 1 equal to 0 is, this is you have to practice. If you know this formula, problem is nothing for you. Otherwise, problem is very difficult. What is that? This is equation of the pair of tangents. This formula indicates what? Equation of the pair of tangents. What kind of pair of tangents? That pair of tangents are obtained at the point of intersection of the line Lx plus My equal to 1 with the ellipse, as I have shown in the diagram. And moreover, the angle between the pair of lines is 90 degrees. So if you practiced this as the pair of lines, this is the pair of lines obtained. This is the equation of the pair of lines obtained by with the line Lx plus My equal to 1 with the ellipse. Then, since angle is 90 degrees, so what is that? Coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. You apply. Then automatically you will get the answer. A power 4l square plus b power 4m square is equal to a square plus b square. Because you know it very well. If angle between the pair of lines formed by ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equal to 0, this is what a second degree non-homogeneous equation is 90 degrees, then the condition is coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. Again, this is also a beautiful application in the pair of straight lines. Yeah, here the pair of lines that are formed with the point of intersection of this line versus ellipse. That pair of lines directly I am writing here. This is circle equation and a square l square plus this is l square, a square l square plus b square m square minus 1 equal to Lx plus My minus 1 whole square. If you have solved this, you may get it what? A second degree non-homogeneous equation in x and y. If a second degree non-homogeneous equation in x and y is known to you, then what is the condition at which if the angle between them is 90, then coefficient of x square plus coefficient of y square equal to 0. Apply that, we will get the answer. Okay, my friends. So please practice this result then simultaneously along with the given condition. So these are some of the standard results. And of course, my friends, another important one is if the chord joining two points whose eccentric angles are alpha and beta on the ellipse meets the major axis at a distance d from the center. Meets the major axis at a distance d from the center. Read the statement very properly. What is given for you? See, this is the ellipse. The chord joining two points whose eccentric angles are alpha and beta meets on the ellipse meets major axis at a distance d from the center. So suppose this is center and the major axis at a distance d from the center. That means suppose this is a point, say R d comma 0. Whenever this is a point d comma 0, that means the distance between the point and center is d. And this is the chord. This is say P of alpha and Q of beta. So now what I am doing is, they are asking to find tan alpha by 2 into tan beta by 2 equal to d minus a by d plus. So here what I am doing is, you know what is P of alpha? P of alpha is what? A cos alpha plus A cos alpha comma B sin alpha. A cos alpha comma B sin beta, B sin alpha. And Q of beta is what? A cos beta, comma B sin beta. What is the equation of the chord joining PQ? This is the formula. Since it cuts major axis, this is major axis at a point at a distance d from center, means automatically it passing through the point d comma 0. You substitute the point d comma 0, you will get a relation like this. You will get a relation like this. So please try to draw the diagram very neatly. This is the chord, and this chord intersects the major axis at some point, and the distance between the point and the center is d. Therefore, the coordinates of the point is nothing but d comma 0. That means the chord is passing through the point d comma 0. Now I have substituted, I got this result. Now this is not the coordinate geometry problem, it is a just trigonometry compound angles problem. Because now I got a relation cos a plus b alpha plus beta by 2 by cos alpha minus beta by 2 equal to a by d. Apply componendo and dividendo and simplify cos a plus cos b formula or cos a minus cos b formula, you will get the answer tan alpha by 2 into tan beta by 2 equal to d minus a by d plus a. This is also very important result in the entire ellipse. And this kind of results are so many in ellipse. You need to practice all that kind of results. Here I am sample, I am giving this result. As a sample one, I am giving this result. There are several other results also like this form. With eccentricity, with focus. Sometimes they may intersect the major axis at a distance e from the center, they may ask the question. Then in that case, answer would be e minus a by e plus a. Like that you can get it. So please practice all this standard information, and entire ellipse problems, they may give or focus on these results only. If you master this, you will get an idea, and with the idea, you can solve something more. Because in the coming sessions, I will cover more and more number of problems. If you are liking all these videos, again, I'm suggesting, please don't forget to share and subscribe and press the bell icon. There you will get very good notifications, and we will meet with the next season 2 and lesson number 1 with the other chapters coming soon in next videos. Hope my friends, wish you all the best. Thank you once again.